Well, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. I woke up, looked out the window and seen all the mist. So join me and let's go and explore what this mist offers us this morning. I promised myself I wouldn't take too many photos, but just look at that view down there. All the mist down the railway track. We've got the beautiful golden glow on the old train station house. So I'll take a couple of shots here, and then, look at this. I've got a big cobweb. So I'm going to see if I can get a shot of that cobweb. When I'm finished, I'll share these images with you. Get the beautiful golden glow in the morning, the big heron flying away there. Look at the golden colours of the trees starting to come through. Right, I'm going to try and get across the road. Right, so as we walk in, I'm walking straight into the sun. I've got this amazing glow, but look, we've got hundreds and hundreds of spiders' webs everywhere. Actually, that might make quite a really nice composition. Do you know, I'm going to take that shot. When I've finished, I'll share that with you. You know, these spider webs are everywhere and they're all illuminated by the sun. They're absolutely stunning. Do you know, I was out, oh look, there's another one. They're everywhere. There's a nice one there that's kind of backlit by the sun, so if I go a wee bit closer, you'll start to see. Right, I'm going to see if I can do something with this one. It's quite scraggy, quite complex. You can't really see it from the other side, so you really need to shoot into the sun. Right, I'm going to take a shot of this one, see if I can get a composition. It might be quite high key. Plus the other thing is that pole and posts in the background. So I need to try and see if I can go low. No, I need darkness in the background to show up. Right, I think I've got a composition. I can zoom in and I'll take this picture and I'll share it with you. So, as I come through the gate, we are just blessed with this sun this morning with all these spiders' cobwebs. Do you know, I did not intend to come out and shoot spiders' cobwebs, but the way that they're backlit by the sun, they're absolutely incredible. Look, there's another one. It's absolutely stunning. Right, I'm going to take a shot of this one. So the other thing I'm finding when I'm taking photos of these spiders' webs this morning, I'm actually having to use manual focus because the camera autofocus is really struggling to focus on them because there is some movement. So I'm using a shallow depth of field, so I'm shooting between the f3.5 and f5.6 so that I can get that faster shutter speed. But this is absolutely brilliant. All right. Let's move on and find something else. So I've got a choice. Do I walk left or do I walk right? If I go left, it's quite shady. There's a lot of trees. So what I might do is walk this way. So we're walking into the sun because we're going to see a lot more opportunities for images that are backlit. Plus we've got that mist in front of us. And then what I can do is I can walk back that way because I did actually intend to come out to take shots of trees, well, the leaves, and because they're all starting to turn. And I was kind of hoping to try and use a couple of filters on it. So hey, let's be opportunistic. Let's make the best of these conditions. Right, I've got a couple of shots here. So there appears to be quite a nice composition there where I've got the railway signal house. I've got those trees silhouetted softly backlit by the sun. We've got spiders' webs across that wee bridge. I've also got a lone chair over there. Right, let me get set up. Right, so I am trying not to use filters because I'm trying to capture the essence of the mist. And if I just flick this over, what I'm having to do is, you can see I've got the signal house on the right, I've got the trees silhouetted in the horizon, and I've actually got a nice sweep of water of the river. So this is a river Nake flowing in front of me. But what I'm having to do is, I'm shooting at f8 because I want the detail. But what I'm really trying to do is capture the mist. So rather than use a filter, I'm having to increase my f-stop. So I've increased my f-stop to 3.5 to f8. I'm shooting at ISO 100, and then I've cranked my shutter speed right up to 1/320th of a second. So it's a very fast shutter speed, which is really good because that's helping to darken down the scene, but help me capture that detail in the mist. When I've finished, I'll share this image with you now. As I walk forward, I'm looking for a composition that helps me isolate that bench. Now the path is snaking up in an S-bend shape towards the chair, and then I've got that lone bush in the background. So what I'll try and do, this might be a better portrait or vertical style shot that allows me to capture the S-bend of the path that will help me as a leading line to go up. So what I'll do is I'll take this shot and I'll share it with you now. As I walk along, we're still littered with cobwebs. There's a cracker there, a big one. The danger is I don't want to keep stopping taking shots of cobwebs all the time, but when I find one that I think, woof, pretty unique, then I'll do it. I'm just looking. There's cobwebs hanging for the back of that chair. Do you know, that could be quite a nice wee kind of macro type image if I zoom in. I'm going to give this a try. If it works, I'll share that with you now. You know, it does pay to get out. So even if you think conditions aren't right, just go. Just get out. Go and explore, go and have a look. I mean, my intention this morning was to try and get some autumnal shots that I could then apply some filters to see what changes that would make. But now my plan has completely changed, because I'm faced with these beautiful conditions where I've got the soft mist with the trees. In fact, I'm going to stop and take a picture because I'm going to isolate those trees over there. I am only shooting a 24 to 70mm lens because I've came out light. I only had one lens and I've put a macro lens in my wee bag here. But hey, I'll take this shot, and if it's nice and soft, I'll share that with you now. I've had to stop because there's a cobweb right in front of me, and you've got the plant ends, don't know what you call them, the ends of the plant hanging over, so you've got, it's quite a nice composition. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shoot at a 60th of a second so I can freeze it, because there's still movement, and I'm just checking I've got that sharp. Oh yeah. Right, so I'm shooting at f2.8. I'm shooting at ISO 100 and to darken down my image, because if I go a slower shutter speed it'll be bright, but I want to get it as dark as I possibly can within my exposure range. So I'm shooting at a 1/60th of a second. I really hope, because the way the composition works is the kind of stem of the plant is stooping over, and you've got the cobweb in the middle, and then you've got the other bits drooping over it. It looks nice here. I'm sure it'll turn out nice in the image. So here's the image. As you can see, the sun's starting to burn the mist off. But where I'm heading, I'm kind of doing that circular walk, and it seems to get mistier behind me. But the signal box is all clear, those trees are clear, so I managed to get my timing right. I'm looking at the signal box and I'm looking at the different layers. So if I zoom in, you've got the grass, you've got the red brick of the signal box, the white top half, that green hill right behind it, the Oco hills in the background, and then the blue sky. That could make quite a nice image. Right, I'm going to try that and I'll share this image with you now. No, I'm still walking, but I'm so tempted. Look at this, and then we've got another one way over there. Right. Alright. I mean, I'm not going to get this opportunity very often. I'm going to take a shot of these two spiders' cobwebs and I'll share them with you. Everything's clearing, but it seems to be getting denser and denser again. But what caught my eye was there's a really nice wee composition here with these trees, so I can crop it in. But I've got this tree on the left, I've got these two trees, one right under each other, and then you've got that fold in the hill where the trees are forming, and then the mist's going along the back, and then we've got the Oco hills in the background. It's absolutely stunning. I mean, absolutely stunning. So I am shooting at f8 and ISO 100, and I'm fluctuating my shutter speed between a 200th of a second and a 125th of a second, because I'm using the 125th of a second to lighten up the foreground a wee bit, because the way that the sun's shining, I'm getting some amazing shadows here. That's absolutely cracking. It's amazing. All right, so I'll share this image with you now. Well, I get to this wooded area, and when I turn round, everything behind me has got fully mist again. So I think it's going to be one of these mornings. But as you can see, this is pretty cool. In fact, if I step back and use the path in that tree, that might make a nice landscape shot where I've got the tree framing the gap, I've got the old tree on the right, I've got the fence on my left hand side. Oh, I'm going to get set up and I'm going to take the shot and I'll share it with you now. Around this area, there's that tree stump that's been chopped. We've got that tree that's fallen, and do you know, that might make quite a nice leading line. So what I'm thinking is, from a landscape point of view, I've got all the browns here in the foreground, and I've then got the fallen tree going out, and the tip is just covered by the trees in the background. And then equally, if I do a vertical shot, I'll isolate, get most of the foreground, so I've got these kind of strong saturated browny colours, and then follow the flow of the tree. Right, I'm going to give that a shot, and I'll share these images with you now. And see if there's anything. In fact, a lot of these have actually eroded. These used to be full of moss everywhere. Right, I'll just keep, they're not very pretty, but there's masses of cobwebs there. There's quite a nice one at the back there, but it's getting the darkness in the background that we need to highlight some of these shapes in the cobwebs. We've got a real messy scene here where we've got loads of different cobwebs, but the tree and the branches are everywhere. There's a wee one there that actually might make quite a nice composition. There's one there. I'll tell you what, I'll give a try here and I'll take that shot, and when I'm finished I'll share that with you. Let's just keep walking around the path here. I'm walking back into the mist. It's pretty cool actually. I'm really just trying to see and spot, I was going to say my next victim, but my next composition. It's, see the sun's up here on my left, and then you've got things like clusters of cobwebs, but they're not pretty. So I'll keep watching. I'm going to try and follow the path and follow the line of the trees that are close to the road, because they were the ones that I'd originally come to see if I could get some autumnal shots. Right, there's a big web here, and I mean a big web. Look at the size of that. It's huge. Oh, and there's another wee one at the top there. Right, I'm going to see if I can take a shot of that, because it's quite significant, and I'll share this image with you. I was walking along the path, and then the contrast of the golden plant, the cobweb and the fir tree really caught my eye. So I've got this at the bottom of my frame. I'm using a vertical format. I've got this coming out of frame at the bottom, and then I've got that spider web just above it. So we've got the kind of autumnal view of the brown yellow plant, the green fir tree. It just so happens that we've got a really, really nice spider's cobweb in there. I think this is more like a Spider-Man video this morning than anything else. Anyway, I'll take these shots and I'll share them with you now. I'm just going to keep walking because I pass everything like this. These are just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. So we've got some dog walkers coming our way. Right, we'll keep walking and I will get to the tree line. Typical. I get to the tree line, sun's getting stronger and it's burning it away. Right, so I'm going to try and get a shot of these three trees because that looks quite nice with the mist before it gets burnt away. And as I walked up, this was covered in mist. Now the sun's come out, it's clearing it. As you can see, we've still got loads of cobwebs everywhere. Right, I'm going to take the shot of these three trees and then I'm going to look for a composition this side, and I'll share this image with you when I'm... Well, these leaves are absolutely stunning, and this is what I was hoping to see everywhere, but the autumnal change is pretty slow this year. There's some spider's webs on the leaves there. But what I'll do is I'll try and get some shots of these oak leaves and I'll share them with you. Under the tree because the sun's burnt away most of the mist now and the sun's really strong. But what I've got is there's a wee kind of branch of the oak tree there that's been lit by the sun. We've got all the ferns on the left hand side, we've got a little stream, and then we've got more branches above. So what I'm trying to do here at the back of the camera is I'm just experimenting with light, and I'm using a fast shutter speed to get dark colours. I'm using f5.6 because I want that kind of soft, shallow depth of field. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take 2 or 3 different compositions here because I really like that, it's really nice. And when I'm finished, I'll share those images with you now. Right, it's like wading through a wee jungle here. There's a path. So I'll just keep following this path. I actually think I've managed to capture the best of it this morning because that impromptu seeing the mist out the window and then coming out. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. So here's hoping you liked the video. Here's hoping you really liked the images. Here's hoping we caught the essence of the mist and the dew and the spider's web this morning. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because you know it's free. And if you press the bell notification, that will let you know the next time I post a video. So thanks very much for watching, and here's to the next video.